Do you sometimes struggle to say no? Well, Amy was bright, competent, and deeply committed to her team. She was the kind of person everyone turned to in a pinch, and she always said yes. Yes to the extra presentation, yes to finishing the report by tomorrow, yes to covering someone else's meeting. Over time, her to do list grew longer than her energy could stretch. Despite being exhausted and quietly frustrated, Amy kept showing up with a smile. But inside, something was cracking. At that moment, we started working together in a mentoring process. She admitted she feels invisible. No one notices how much she does for them. So I asked, "So why do you keep saying yes?" She paused and said, "I guess I want to be accepted. I don't want to ruin the good atmosphere or make people feel bad. And honestly, I'm the best person to do these things. I know how. It's just faster and better when I do it." It made perfect sense. Amy's intentions came from a good place: care, responsibility, even excellence. But the cost was her own well being, and it wasn't sustainable. Assertiveness isn't about being aggressive or selfish. It's the ability to express your thoughts, needs, and boundaries clearly and respectfully, both to yourself and to others. It's standing in your own truth without stepping on someone else's. Assertiveness is choosing honesty over guilt, clarity over avoidance, and connection over compliance. Amy didn't need to become someone else. She just needed to give herself permission to take up space, her own space. She tried saying no once, just once, and the reaction was unexpected. Some colleagues were surprised. One even said, "That's not like you." The weight of guilt crushed her. She said to me that she felt like she disappointed everyone, like she was no longer a good team player. This reaction is normal. When we've spent years saying yes, people naturally build expectations around that. Changing the rules can feel uncomfortable, both for us and for others. So instead of jumping straight into no, we focused on small, steady steps. Amy started with self awareness. Together, we explored what mattered most to her. Not what looked good on paper, but what truly gave her energy. She asked herself, "What do I value? What drains me? Or where do I feel resentment?" She learned to notice the physical signals, the tightness in her chest, the racing thoughts when she was about to say yes against her better judgment. Next thing, our step number two was creating pause phrases. Amy often felt concerned in the moment, so we practiced giving herself time, like, "Let me check my workload and I'll get back to you." Or, "I'd like to hope, but I need to see what's realistic right now." This helped her move from reactive to reflective mode. Then she started using values-based no. Rather than a blunt refusal, she realized that to do a good job, she needs to prioritize the project she's already leading. Also, she realized that she needs to protect some space in her week to stay focused. These things were respectful and firm, and importantly, they were anchored in what matters to her. Fourth step was to build a yes but strategy. If she did want to help, but couldn't take on everything, she'd say, I can support you with the outline, but I won't be able to finalize the whole document. Or, I'm available next week, would that still be useful? This way, she stayed supportive without abandoning herself. And finally, she communicated the change. Amy explained to her team that she was working on being more intentional with her time. She summarized it to me saying something like, I've realized I've been overextending and I want to be more thoughtful with how I commit. It's not a no to the team, it's a yes to doing things well. That transparency built understanding, trust, and respect. Amy didn't turn into someone unrecognizable. She didn't lose friends. In fact, her colleagues began to respect her more. She was no longer the default fixer. She became a true leader, modeling boundaries, clarity, and care. Most importantly, she no longer felt invisible. She began to recognize her own worth, not because of how much she did, but because of who she was. So, here are a few key takeaways for anyone like Amy. 1. Assertiveness is not rejection, it's connection with yourself first. 2. Saying no is not selfish, it's a form of long term contribution. 3. You teach people how to treat you with every yes or no, every pause, every boundary. 4. Small steps work. You don't have to leap. You can build your assertiveness with practice, with time. So, good luck, and remember that you can do it.